The job description of a leader, number one point on a job description of any leader is to break routines, I believe. Your job is to break routines. We say, what do you mean by that? We spend all of our life trying to get our company to adopt routines. Yeah, and as soon as you adopt them, they blind you. What do you mean by that, Keith? Well, let me give you an example. I was rock climbing not far from my home a few weeks ago, and we were eating lunch just at the bottom of this face of this rock. And we started talking. I was rock climbing with a young woman about 30 and a guy about 40. And we started talking, and the guy started saying, yeah, I broke my back a few years ago. And then lo and behold, the woman starts talking, and she broke her leg a couple of years ago. And they both had the injury in rock climbing from the exact same reason. And here's how it went. They were way up on a rock face somewhere, and they were counting on the person at the bottom to hold on to the rope. What's that person called at the bottom? Anybody know? A belayer. So they were counting on their belayer to take care of them. And their belayer had all the good intentions in the world, but when the belayer said off belay, they thought they said on belay. Right? Well, that's a very important difference, right? On belay means I've got you, you're safe, you're not going to die, feel free to descend or ascend. And off belay means what? I'm not paying any attention. You fall now, you're dead. And in both cases, the person on the rock thought they said on belay, and they said off belay. Now, I haven't been rock climbing very long. So to me, what seems obvious is not obvious to them at all. And I said, this seems kind of dumb to me that we choose words like off belay and on belay. Can you find two words that sound more alike? And for those of you who've been rock climbing, the wind is blowing and there's metal banging against the rock. There's all kinds of stuff happening. It's pretty easy to mistake off belay from on belay. And I said, why don't we think of some new words like safe and die, right? Those words make a lot more sense to me. But as we kind of talked there, having our sandwich as we began to ascend this cliff, what we realized is people use on belay and off belay because they've always done it. You understand what I'm saying? And even though it makes no sense whatsoever, it is a routine. And once you have a routine and it gets ingrained, you don't think about changing it until someone breaks their leg or breaks their back. Or even when someone breaks their leg and breaks their back, you still don't think about changing.